Hi guys, welcome back to Mountain Mount Project. This is another project of me harvesting my cassava. As you can see, it's not easy work. Men they fall. So here is a view of my farmhouse. I just told them to clear it and burn the bush because it was so bushy and it was looking like a snake house before. So I had to tell them to clear it so at least we can see where we are walking to and walk through a nice path. You can see this is a very fertile land. That's why once you leave this place for just few months, you see the bush starts growing. I noticed that and I decided I'm going to use this my land for planting cassavas. So I actually did that some years, like a year ago, and now we are coming to harvest it. It was a great surprise as we got here because we noticed most of the cassavas have been harvested. Can you see? We didn't harvest that, they only left that one thing for us. So we started harvesting the rest of it because if we don't harvest it that day that I was there, they would come and steal more of it. So that's why you see we kept on harvesting. We saw a lot that have been harvested by other people. See, these are some things they have stolen from other people's places and come to hide in my farm here. So see, we kept on harvesting. This land is a very fertile land, and this place is actually at Itekun, Ogun State. So you can see this is how we are harvesting the cassava. I think you can check out my videos on this page. I have a view of when I was constructing the place as a real estate project, but then I woke up and realized that this place would not fetch me enough money if I keep using it as a real estate project. And as you can see, here is a pot of soup that was stolen. My worker is telling me that he remembered the woman shouting that their pot of soup was stolen, and this is where they came to eat it. Man, life is crazy. These guys are crazy. You can see, for them to steal a pot of soup, man, hunger dey the country, I no go lie. So here it is, harvesting the cassava is not easy job. You have to pull it out, and that's the luck we had. If it was something easy, they would have stolen everything, but due to the fact that you have to have strength, you have to pull it out, you have to harvest it manually, that's why they couldn't harvest it all. Otherwise they would have harvested it all, because these guys are crazy. The stealing is not a joke anymore. So at least what we have left, we have to harvest it quickly, because the next time we might be coming, we might not even meet any of it. So this is how harvesting the cassava is done. Some of them are stuck in and some of them are easily removed, so you have to keep up removing the big ones. There are some that are big, there are some that are small. Due to the fact that this land is very fertile, we could have left it for another month or two to make it really big, but now we can't do that anymore because they have started stealing these cassavas from us. Imagine how would you work and someone else want to eat the fruit of your labor. Like, that's so crazy. They want to reap where they did not sow. So it's very crazy. Now they've taught me a new thing that I have to do. I have to do a fence around my project, around my land. So this is another lesson for any real estate personnel or any land you are buying. Make sure you fence it around as soon as you buy it. It's very important. See, so also if you want to buy a land around this place, it's Itekun. It's just around it's Ogun State actually, but you can link it through Lagos. I always link to this place through Lagos by, when I get to Yanosas, I just take a boat across. It's just 150. Before it was 100 naira, but now it's 150 due to the fuel hike and everything. So as you can see, if you want, you can just hit me up. You can plant. It's a very fertile land. You can do your farming there, and you can also do your real estate. Wow, this is a big one. This is one of the best harvests we made. This is a huge one, and this is how all have been. If we had given it more time because the land is very fertile. So you can see it's a big one, huge one. It was joy all through. At least, you know, it was a sad and happy moment. Sad because they stole most of it. They harvested it before we came there, and we are the owners of this. No one should have the right to do this. But you know, this is Nigeria. This is what happens, and that's how it is. You have to be the one to protect your own property. Otherwise, there's nothing you can do once you see that it's been stolen. So I leave that to me. They've taught me a lesson. Next thing I'm doing is fencing this place around, so anything I plant is going to be safe. So it's not easy work. We did this for over, I think, 2 to 3 hours. We were here harvesting, cutting, putting. Then after harvesting, we arrange them together. Then after arranging together, we are going to bag them. Then after bagging them, we have 2 options of processing it. We either process it, even 3 options. We either process it into fufu, which means we just cut the cassava, peel it, and then pound it. Then there is another option of using it to do cassava flour, which is amala. So that is also going to be peeled, soaked, and blended. Then it turns to the yam flour. Then the third option is the gari. The gari is the hardest process, but I think it's the most common process. It's the one that people use most. People use gari mostly rather than cassava flour or fufu. Fufu and cassava flour, which is amala, can only be used when you have a soup in your house, when you cook soup in your house. But you see, gari, you can drink gari. You can also use it when you have soup in your house. So you see, we've been piling it up, and it's already making sense. You can see how much it is getting. I never expected it to be this much because they have stolen most of it. So, but we thank God, Alhamdulillah, for everything. We keep going, and we saw more, we harvested more. And this is my first experience. This is my first harvest on this farmland. Actually, I wanted to use it for a real estate project, but then I saw it's not going to yield me that much cash because the amount they are renting houses there is not yet big. So now you can see we are bagging them. This is the first bag. We've got bunches of cassava, and this is really, really nice. I'm really happy. I won't lie. This is a great thing because it's my first time. I invested a lot. I invested buying the cassava strands to plant. I invested in clearing the land, putting some fertilizer. I also invested in telling the workers to come and clear the place so it can breathe and grow faster. See, so I've invested, and this is the fruit of my labor. You have to reap where you sow. So I've sown in this land, and now it's time I'm reaping. This is my first time of reaping on this land. I've been spending a lot over 8 years that I've acquired this property. So I've been spending, keeping it clean and making it clear. I also build on it, but I've never received a return on it. This is my first return I'm receiving on this property. So we're bagging the second one. This is the second bag. You can see it's really nice. These cassavas are nice. Like, a lot of people that saw this are saying, wow, we are lucky, and they're saying if everything could be that big, then we are rich already. But that's how life is. It's not balanced. All fingers are not equal, so everything can be big like that. Just know that when you are doing any business or any investment, some will yield more than the others. So that's just how life is generally. So let me not talk too much. We bagged this. It was a total of 3 bags. This is the second bag, and it's nice. And I planned to use it for yam flour before, but I changed my mind because I realized gari is more in demand rather than cassava flour or fufu. So I decided to process it into gari. I'll take a video of when the processing is done. because I'm not going to be there while it's being processed, because I have other projects I'm doing and everything. So I won't bore you with those details. I'll just show you a video of when the garri is done. Now we managed to get into 3 bags, right? So this is the second bag. Is going to keep it where it's going to be safe and processed, because if we leave it there in this farmland, it's going to be stolen. So I had to wait for him to go drop it in a safe place. Then here it is, we are bagging the third one. So I'll show you the process when it's done, the garri, and I'm going to be selling the garri to make some money. So because I also spent money, and I'm also going to invest more money in planting more. So if you know you also want to invest in farming or in real estate, just hit me up. I'm only a DM away. Hit me up. Need advice, you need anything you need regarding real estate, farming, acquiring land, building your house, into rental properties or anything, make sure to hit me up. Mountain Mount Project is here for you. So that's what it is. This is my farmland, real estate land also, but for now I have other projects I'm doing that will fetch me more money in real estate. So I won't invest all my money in a place where I wouldn't get ROI. You understand? Return on my investment. So for more information, hit me up. One love.